Now let's know more about the ozone layer and ozone depletion. The ozone gas is made up of three molecules of oxygen, O3, occurs naturally throughout the atmosphere, but its maximum concentration, about 90%, is in the stratosphere. The average thickness of the ozone layer is about 2.9 millimeters. Ozone is a form of oxygen. An ozone molecule consists of three oxygen atoms. An ordinary oxygen molecule has two oxygen atoms. Most ozone is formed in the uppermost atmosphere. When the sun's high energy rays strike the ordinary oxygen molecules, they break up and form O3 ozone. The thickness of the ozone layer is measured in Dobson unit, children, that is DU. 1 DU is equal to 0.01 millimeters thick compressed ozone gas around the earth at 0 degrees Celsius at an atmospheric pressure of 760 millimeters of the mercury column. Children, the vertical column thickness of the ozone layer, about 220 Dobson unit, is considered normal. If the thickness of the ozone layer in the stratosphere falls below 220 Dobson unit, children, then it is termed as a ozone hole. If it is 200, yeah, there is an ozone hole created in the ozone. Children, observe this pic and you can see the different colors, that is blue, purple, yellow and red. Is it clear? The ozone hole over Antarctic region can be clearly seen. The blue and purple areas have ozone less than 220 Dobson unit. Means a ozone hole is created in those areas, blue and purple areas. Whereas red and yellow areas have high level of ozone. It means it has more than 220 Dobson unit. Children, what will happen if you don't control this chlorofluorocarbons in the future? To know that, watch this video. Children, we have already learned that ozone layer absorbs the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun, you're all familiar with, and thus protect life on the earth. The concentration of ozone in the atmosphere varies. How does it vary from place to place? According to the weather, altitude and latitude, children. The depletion of ozone layer can allow more ultraviolet rays to reach the Earth's surface. This causes serious damage to different forms of life in the biosphere. Now let's see, children, how is this ozone depletion is caused in the atmosphere. The ozone molecules in the upper atmosphere absorb most of the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays before they reach the earth. These rays can cause skin cancers and other health problems. You can clearly see, children. And a group of gases called chlorofluorocarbons are posing a threat to the ozone layer. Chlorofluorocarbons are chemical compounds made up of atoms of chlorine, fluorine and carbon. CFCs are used in refrigerators and plastic form of insulation. Because they are gases, children, the CFCs can escape from the poly-sealed containers into the atmosphere. Once the CFCs are in the upper atmosphere, scientists believe that a chain of reactions occur and destroy the ozone layer. Children, first high energy UV rays break chlorine atoms free from the CFCs molecules. These free chlorine atoms can react with another molecule in the atmosphere. Chlorine atom reacts with an ozone molecule. It steals one of the ozone molecule from the 3 oxygen atoms, forming a molecule of chlorine monoxide molecule. The remaining 2 oxygen atoms form an ordinary oxygen molecule. In this way, ozone molecule is destroyed. Chlorine monoxide reacts easily with single oxygen atoms in the atmosphere, leaving a free chlorine atom that can be destroyed more ozone. Scientists estimate that one chlorine atom can destroy as many as 100,000 ozone molecules. Children, the main pollutants responsible for the depletion of the ozone layer are chlorofluorocarbons, which I've already discussed, and these chlorofluorocarbons are used as coolants in refrigerator, air conditioners, fire extinguishing equipments, foam insulations, and aerosol propellants. Aerosol propellants means deodorants or sprays which we use for insecticides, etc. They are also produced by jet engines, motor vehicles, and industrial activities, children. The other pollutants are nitrogen oxide from fertilizers and hydrocarbons from fossil fuels. Children, on 16 September 1987, 34 industrialized nations signed the Montreal Protocol. This protocol aimed to phase out the use of ozone-depleting substances and to find or develop non-toxic substances, and this was enforced on 1st January 1989. What can we do to protect the ozone layer, children? First thing is encourage to grow more plants that produce oxygen and discourage deforestation and go for afforestation. Next one is minimizing of high altitude aircrafts and rockets. Eliminate the production of products that release gases such as CFCs, etc. Children, make sure the old refrigerators and air conditioners are safely disposed by giving them to recycling yard. The technicians must ensure that while repairing refrigerators and air conditioners, they recover and recycle the ozone depleting substances, and these ozone depleting substances should not be released into the atmosphere, children. When repairing or renovating your house, children, make sure that the old insulation foams containing ozone depleting substances are disposed properly. It's some positive news to know, children. The ozone layer healed itself. Please watch this video for more information.